Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we are playing Quinn in a Diamond 2 soloqueue game and we will be facing a Vladimir mid. So Quinn is kind of known for her lane bully power early and mid game, so we kind of have to take advantage of that, especially since we are laning against a Vladimir who needs a few items before he becomes useful. So my goal here is kind of to keep poking Vladimir, and as you notice here, I didn't aim my Q exactly at Vladimir but at the minions, and then I tried to hit him with the AoE. And we have to be careful with his Empower Q because it does a lot of damage, so whenever we see it charging up we have to back off. We also have to play it a bit smart so we don't get ganked and die to the jungler. Kinda have to show this wave in here because it's in a really bad spot, but if the enemy jungler decides to gank, he will have to tank my minion wave. So right here Gragas underestimated my damage and thought they could kill me first, but I took advantage of that and got the first blood. Now normally you should base after that, but since the wave is in a really bad spot, I decided to push this first because else he might freeze it and then I will lose a lot of CS and XP. Almost got this here. Just need to push the next wave as well and then we can base. And we have to keep in mind his Empower Q that we can't tank because he has Ignite as well, so he can easily kill us. Okay, so now it's safe to back because he won't be freezing the wave, so it will be in a neutral position when we return. So the first item I like to build on Quinn is the Storm Razors because it gives a really nice spike on her because of the crit. Oh okay, Yasuo died, that was pretty unlucky. So I kinda have a bit of a unique build as I'm going phase rush on Quinn because I feel like it's a lot better when you want to kite people, and especially when you're split pushing it's important having that extra mobility. You can see I'm moving around my minions so I don't take damage from his C, and we managed to get this flash here, which is really good. Okay, so it looks like my bot lane is also winning, which is quite good. And unfortunately they died here, but we can still help them out when we get level 6 and start roaming. For now we just have to play a bit careful though, so we don't die to Vladimir Ignite. So there are moments when you can easily land your Q on Vladimir, and that's when he's about to get his Empower Q, because then they will always move forward to try hit you, right? So try to take advantage of that and get some free poke. Okay, that was a pretty bad trade of me, but we should survive here because he doesn't have his flash up. So we got his Ignite and his ultimate, so he won't be able to do anything for a while now. And we got ultimate, so we can get back to lane fast. And always make sure to buy ping wards, guys. It's really important, especially as a mid laner, since you have that much control over the lane and you can get some really good vision that will spot out the enemy jungler and help your own jungler out as well. Okay, so my bot lane is still winning even after they got ganked, so that's really good for us for now. So this is a really good place to use your ping ward, because it reveals a large area around the map, and if Krag is coming from bot side, then you can almost always see when he's coming. Just gonna take this Scuttle for more control and the extra XP and gold, and then we just head back to lane. So we kind of know Vladimir doesn't have his Ignite and ult up right, so we can play a lot more aggressive. Because if he did have his abilities up, then he can easily all in us, since we are really squishy. As you can see, he's already dealing a lot of damage even without his ultimate up, so we have to be careful and play it out smart. So as soon as his Empower Q went on cooldown, I just went in to trade with him. Lots of times against good opponents you won't get to hit the Q directly, so try aim it at the minion wave and try hit them with the AoE damage, because there's also a lot of poke, even though you don't get your passive damage off. This time we managed to get him though. Okay, so our bot lane just died again, which is a bit unfortunate. I'm gonna see if I can help top side, because it looks like he's struggling. Oh, okay, no mind, that's pretty well played by Yasuo. I don't have to do anything here. I would love to have the assist though. And Vladimir is also dead, that's perfect. That's well played by my team for now. Just have to shove this wave in so it doesn't freeze, that would be really bad for us. Always make sure that when you base, the lane doesn't freeze for the enemy guys, because else you will end up losing lots of XP and gold. That's why you sometimes see people get 2 levels ahead of the opponents, because they don't know how to manage the waves. So this ward is also really good, but I could have placed it further ahead, so it reveals both the top side of the jungle and the river. Okay, so my jungle is doing good this game, which doesn't happen that often. So we don't have to roam that much this game since they are winning, but we have to see and how it goes. So I almost got my Storm Racers here, so that will be a really nice power spike for us. And Bart should be dead here, he just messed up. That was okay trade by us here, but we have to be careful of the Empower Q. So right here you're probably wondering why I backed off even though Camille was coming to gang, and that was because Vladimir was actually waiting to flash me with his entire combo, and that would result in me dying, so I thought the better opportunity here was to wait out, and it did work out since we got his flash. And right here, this is why I like face rush guys, because I feel like it's so much better when you are in actual combat. We managed to outplay the Gragas and take out all his core abilities, but we still end up dying here because I didn't see Talon coming, and that was really bad of me, because Yasuo actually did want us with pings. But sometimes it can be hard to keep track of pings and stuff when you are fighting, so that's something we have to improve on. So luckily our bot lane is still winning even after they got ganked, so we don't have to roam that much yet and we can stay in our lane and harass Vladimir. But as Quinn, it's really important that you have really good map awareness so you know when to roam, so always keep looking out on the different lanes and see where they are positioned. For example, if a lane is pushing, then you know that you can actually gank that lane. So I have to move bot side now because I see some free kills. They are and really low HP. See if I can get something here. I'm gonna go for the Draven here so he doesn't get any stacks, extra gold from his passive. Okay, so we got Draven here and we got some flashes and that's a really good gank. Okay, so they are still fighting apparently. See if we can help out here. But that's unfortunate, Soraka ended up dying. I mean, Talon does roam a lot, but he's also losing lots of XP and CS because he doesn't get the farm in his lane. So apparently some serious ARAM is going on in the mid lane right now and I don't know why, but it's really good for a top laner because he will be able to get the turret. That gives him a massive advantage. Eventually when Yasuo gets the Syrinx, Talon won't be able to 1v1 him anymore. I can't give this away free though, but he still gets it. That's a bit unfortunate. But we still managed to get some gold back from clearing the votes there. Since Yasuo is pushing really far up, it means he's confident that he can 1 versus 2, so I kind of have to make sure it doesn't become 1 versus 3 and keep pushing the wave whenever possible. So I'm basing off now, so I just have to ping that Vladimir is missing just to make Yasuo back off. Okay, so a good thing that Vladimir is staying lane and we managed to get our Storm Racers, that's perfect. So we got our Berserkers and Storm Racers, now I just need another attack speed item. And then normally you do get the Infinity Edge, but in this game I like to go Blade of the Ruined King because I feel like the combat power you get and the sustain can be really good against this team comp. Especially against something like Talon and Kragas that you kinda have to kite. Okay, so we can start impacting the other lanes now since the lane is pushed. And I saw that there are 2 low HP targets bot side, so I have to take advantage of that and get some free kills here. Okay, so that's perfect, that's a free double kill. I did see the Vlad is coming, so I'm just going to take this plan and get out. The Talon was roaming once more, but this time we did see him though, so we can back off in time. So Morgana is zoom here, so we have to be careful of them actually diving us, but I don't think it's possible since we do have Soraka Silence and ultimate up. So you can either go for the rapid fire cannon, static shift, or the phantom dancer. I like going static shift in this case here because the burst can help us a lot against the squishy targets they have. And phantom dancer can be good if you have to like stay in the side lane more and fight against some other split pusher. Yasuo managed to kill 2 guys in a 1 versus 3, and that's pretty well played by him. So this Vladimir is using the one-shot build here, so it's really good to rush Hexdrinker just to avoid getting killed in a all-in. And Gragas is also building full AP, so Hexdrinker would actually been the best option here, but I'm kinda being greedy. So if I do get caught out, then I will die in like 2 seconds, because I don't have any resistances. So we did see these guys going bot side, and we did manage to warn our teammates, but unfortunately they get caught out. We'll see if I can get anything in return. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Luckily we have Soraka to heal us up, else I would have been dead there for sure. We have a Camille up, so we can stay here without dying, and we can get the Gragas hopefully. Okay, nice. Talon should be dead as well. Okay, that's super worth it, that's really good. That's a nice play by Camille. So even though Quinn is decent late game, right, she falls off really hard compared to other champions like Vladimir, so it's really important that whenever you get some kills, you try focus your objectives. Because getting the objectives first is how you win the games, right? So especially on mid-game focused champions like Quinn, you have to end the games relatively fast. Okay, I kinda have to take the skull crab right here because I need the extra gold to get the static shift. Luckily Camille was fine with it though, because as you can see we are doing really well. But you have to be careful doing that in low elo store, because people might get tilted. Oh wow, that was really offensive by Talon. But I don't see how that would ever end up in a kill though, because she could have just used her silence and then he would have died for sure. Okay, so we have really good vision in the jungle with control wards, that's good. Gonna clean out more vision, but I had to be a bit careful here because Raven is probably coming down soon. I can imagine Bart will come and try to take it again. Yeah, he does. Okay, I can't stay here, he's definitely coming down. Yeah, there he is. Just gonna try to deny them a bit by taking out their jungle camps. Okay, so even though we have a lead here, right, we can still easily lose the fight because they have a really good teamfight comp with Vladimir and Gragas. So you still have to be a bit careful and play it out smart. If I went in here, I would die in 1 second. So Talon is missing here, so I expect him to come top, but I feel like I can still kill him if I play it out right. So the way you play against Talon is you have to save your E until he uses dash, and then you cancel it so he doesn't get the passive proc off. Let's see if I can pull it off here. That would result in a free kill. Place here. I'm not using my E yet until he uses dash thingy. As you can see here, we got it. That's perfect. If we failed to do that, we would most likely have died. Okay, so we got the Ignite and the Order of Talon. That's really good for us. Okay, I wanted to take the Skull Crab, but Camille was coming, so we're just gonna take the blue buff and then base. So normally against team comps that does really well in team fights, you just want to split push with Quinn, and she's really good at it because she can move around the map really fast with her ults. So that's definitely something you should be doing if you can team fight. Okay, Yasuo is winning again. That's really... oh, he died, okay. That's fine though, he managed to get a kill in a 1 vs 3. Could do Baron here, but we don't know where Gragas is. Okay, he just appeared in the behind the Baron pit. If we can kill him here, that's a free Baron. Okay, so that was really bad by Gragas. He greeted just for a ward and he didn't respect the Camille ult, so there should be a free Baron. So their team is coming now. We should be able to turn here, since we have the number advantage. Just to go forward and backwards, so we kind of poked them first, and all in wouldn't be that good for us. And that blind really helped us out a lot. As you can see, Vladimir is starting to deal lots of damage, so we don't want to end up in a team fight against him. See if I can bet out the Talon here. Yeah, nice. That was a bit greedy, but I feel like I could kill him here. So there are kind of different Quinn builds, and a lot of people prefer going the Infinity Edge, which I also like, but in this game I'm going for the Blade of the Ruin King. I like having that extra split push power, especially when I have face rush, so I can keep kiting people. Raymond was really overextending there. You can kind of tell that they are really tilted just from the mistakes they are doing. This would never happen in a normal high diamond game. So the game is pretty much over since the enemy team aren't focusing anymore. But we still have to play it a bit serious, because if we make mistakes they will take advantage of it and they can't turn the game. Oh wow, I actually got one shot. I died in like 0.5 seconds, so that's why I need a Hexbringer, but I'm being a bit greedy here, since we managed to play it out safe so far. I think I died in like, what, 0.3 seconds or something. That was a legitimate one shot. Yeah, now there should be no way they can actually turn around the game. Oh wow, is she able? Can she kite him? Oh damn bro, that dude is tilted as fuck. Could probably move bot side and kill him. Yeah, he's really tilted. In peace, dude. Yeah, Morgana wants me to go in here, but I'm not doing it. I might end up dying, since the other two teammates are also coming here. I have to play out safe, even though we have a massive lead. Because players in this elo know how to capitalize on mistakes, and so we don't want to risk them getting a comeback. Especially with this new gold bounty system, where they get lots of gold whenever they shut down someone. Okay, Talon's waiting for me. I'm not falling for that bait though. Might be able to kill him here, we have to see. Just have to back off a bit so he doesn't go for me. Okay, so his ultimate is down, so he's pretty much useless until it's back up. We should go bot side here, because the mid and top side are down, so we just have to pressure this one last lane and then end the game here. And that should be the game. If we can get the last couple of guys here. Yeah, they're down. Just gonna chill a bit and tower dive them apparently. We should just end the game though. Should still be over. Gonna try to 1v1 me? Yeah, he is. Oh wait, what is he doing? There you go. And that is the game, guys. So thanks a lot for watching, and if you like the content, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, as it helps me out a lot. And see you guys next time.